Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to Elders Boxing. So we got a quick recap for the fights that just happened, December 16th and the 17th. So we had three cards today, early in the morning, and then the Matchroom show just finished, and then we had the MVP open workout card. So we're gonna touch on those real quick. Salute to everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get to it. So yesterday, on the MVP workout card, we had Shannon Courtney, former world champion. She came back. She won by decision, in a little six rounder. She fights at bantamweight. This is her first time making bantamweight in a long time. She looks solid. You know what I'm saying? So she can get in position because MVP is basically stockpiling at 118. I mean, they got a bunch of fighters. Sharetta Metcalf, you got the undisputed champion, Shanika Johnson. She's gonna face Amanda Galley on Friday. You have Ebony Bridges. That's a fight. Those ladies fought before. Maybe they can run that back. It's some fights for her. So that was a good win for her. She haven't fought in a long time, and she back in the winning circle. Nat Dove, she got a victory as well. A tough fight for her, but she's a young prospect. She's a bantamweight as well, so maybe they throw her in the mix along with Shannon Courtney. Also, I forgot to mention Crystal Rosado. She's in the mix too with 118. So yeah, Nat Dove got a win, and then the Brazilian Medeiros, Long Medeiros. He won a unanimous decision, 6 round decision. Easy money. He boxed real well. You know what I'm saying? His opponent didn't have nothing for him. It was good to have him on the card because of the Brazilian viewership they have on Netflix. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we should see more of him. He'll be back. He'll be back real soon, probably. So yeah. So those was the fights on the MVP media workout. All right. So early this morning, we had two early cards this morning. We had this one from down in Australia. Tim Tszyu, he returned. But some of the notable guys on the undercard, Paulo Acaso, he got a 6 round decision win. Uh, Callum Peters, he got a stoppage victory. And Sam Goodman, he won by unanimous decision. So he's back in play at the top of the at 122 or even 126. Sam Goodman is coming off his first loss to Nick Ball, but he came back and he got a good win early this morning. So that's what's up. As far as the main event though, all eyes was on Tim Tszyu because Tim Tszyu, he this is like make or break for him. He was coming off a bad, last 4 fights. He won in 4 his last 4. Got knocked out by Fondora. He got embarrassed by which is Zaliev. He had one win in between with Joey Spencer, but he needed this win and the first fight with Fondora where he got cut. Facing the undefeated Velasquez. Tim Tszyu fought well though. He didn't fight scary, like he was scared to get hit. He wasn't timid. He used his jab a lot more than he done in normal fights. The first couple of rounds, Velasquez was on the front foot trying to pressure Tim Tszyu, but he really didn't have a good game plan. It seemed like he was trying to land some wild shots and he tried to take it to Tim Tszyu, but Tim Tszyu has defense was okay, and he was just counter punching. And then the fight kind of turned around. He started to push back Velasquez, use his jab and his the normal aggression as Tim Tszyu. He looked the same. Only difference for me was the jab. He was more dedicated to the jab. He still got his head on the line. So when he faced top competition, we'll see. But he won this fight easy money. This was a unanimous decision. 10-zip, 9-1. Velasquez then put up a great effort towards the end. Looked like he was trying to survive a little bit towards the back end. So Tim Tszyu, he comes back, get a win to close out 2025. He had a crazy last 2.5 years, or 2 years. So let's see. This fight was at 154. Well, excuse me, 157. So maybe he creep up to 160. I know he did. He called out Xander Zayas after the fight, but I'm not sure how realistic or which weight that fight can happen if it does happen. So yeah. So Tim Tszyu was back. That was a good win though. It was a solid performance. Bruce Gas was good with you. Salute. All right. Also, we had a card from Japan. Three world title fights, man. Pretty solid card as well. Anthony Oscar defended his WBO title at 112 pounds against Kamamaro. He stopped him in the fourth round. That was a big win. Kawahara been in there with some tough guys, and he got beat up. Anthony Oscar is on a nice little roll right now. Since becoming WBO champion, he's in position for a big fight at 112 against the unified champion Ricardo Sandoval. That's the fight to make right there. That both guys are from LA. I'm pretty sure that should be a easy fight to make. I expect that fight to maybe happen next. Hopefully it does. But Anthony Oscar is a good fighter. He's a stable mate with Junto Nakatani. This is his second fight in a row where he looked real impressive. He fought during the fight week of Canelo Crawford. He looked real good then. Um, we also had a unification on this card. Takami was the WBA champion. Santiago is the WBO. These guys fought a real good fight. Santiago, he outboxed Takami. It looked like Takami was kind of lethargic a little bit. I know there was some concerns about him making weight. He did look kind of drawn at the weight, but Santiago was tactical in this fight, boxed real well, and was able to get the win. So this is second win on the road, winning the world title in Japan for Santiago. Now he's a unified champion, Puerto Rican fighter. So he's a yo. Look, I know people ain't gonna talk about this, but the year that he had being the underdog on the road twice, Santiago's name should be on that ballot for Fighter of the Year. A lot of people are not going to mention it because he fights at 108 pounds, or they don't even know the dilemma he was in. Because going to Japan twice, first to win the world title, then to get a decision victory. It was a good competitive fight. I thought he won. But when you're on the road, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt always. But Santiago did. Salute to him. He's a new unified champion. The main event, Susumi versus Donaire. This is a good fight. Real good fight. Competitive, back and forth, a lot of action. I thought Donaire was in control first 5-6 rounds. I mean, he was in control. He was counter punching real well. He hurt Susumi at the end of the fourth round with a right hand. If it was a little bit more time, he probably could have got him up out of there. But I thought Donaire was in control. Now, after 6, I feel like Susumi got his rhythm back, started to box well, was quicker to the punch, and he was able to bank a bunch of rounds on the back end. But I thought Donaire did enough to squeeze it out. It was a tale of two halves of the fight. First half was Donaire, second half was Susumi. But I thought Donaire edged it out for like a 115-113 decision. But they gave it to Susumi. He won by split decision. You know what I'm saying? And they consolidated the WBA titles, the regular and the interim. So it's just one champion right now. So Susumi is he defended his title. I mean, that was a good fight. That the way Donaire fought, it don't look like he's done. Like he put up a real great effort for being 43 years old. I mean, he was right there. I thought he actually edged it out. So I'm not sure what's next for Donaire, but I'm pretty sure he can still make some noise. I would like to see Donaire versus the old heads, Estrada, Chocolatito, and Ioka. Any of those I like for him. But shit, he can compete with the younger guys. So wherever opportunity he can get, man, for sure, get that. But yeah, this is a good fight. Now, Susumi has to fight Antonio Vargas within 120 days. That was ordered by the WBA. Let's see. He took a lot of punishment, what I'm saying? Like he broke his nose. So we'll see if, how well he recover to fight Antonio Vargas. That'll be another fun fight. So this was good action early in the morning from Japan, though. And then this was a card that just finished. It was a Matchroom show, pretty much a prospect card that just finished. So the key guys, Alan Maka, Taylor Bevan, those are good looking young fighters. Tima Aiton, the female puncher, she's nice. She's knocking out shit. And that's kind of rare at this stage. She's getting a lot of knockouts. I like to see her. And she fights at 118 as well. She's going to be a future champion star. Connor Mitchell, he got I think it was a second round stoppage victory in his pro debut. So he's a new signing. John Hedges, he beat Elizero, but it wasn't a memorable fight. Not a good fight at all. A lot of holding and stuff like that. He scored a knockdown in the seventh, and I think that was probably the solidify the win. But it wasn't a great performance by John Hedges, but he gets the win. And Vizzioli, he was the main event against Joe Hartworth. This is a pretty good fight. Joe was on the front foot, putting pressure on Vizzioli. Vizzioli was boxing well off the southpaw stance. Um, and he was landing some good counter punching, and he was kind of using the ring. But he won this fight pretty clear. Got a unanimous decision victory. First time headlining, fights at lightweight, so they can continue to push him. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice looking young prospect. So that's what it is, man. That was the 2 days of fights we had so far. We got some more coming up this week. We got Pro Box tomorrow, which we're going to touch on. We'll come back and do a post fight for that one. Then we got the Jake and Joshua card. We're gonna touch on those, and then Saturday we got a bunch of cards on Saturday that we're gonna tap on to as well. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. We're gonna keep covering this boxing. Salute to everybody coming through the building. I appreciate the time, and I'm out.